And worse this time around. Mary Snow is one of CNN's dedicated correspondents covering the battleground states for us. All right, Mary, what's the answer? Are we going to see these problems again?
You know, Wolf, one expert who's being paid to take a look at all the scenarios here says there is the potential that things could be worse this time around. Of course, election officials are trying to avoid that by trying to encourage as many people as possible to get to the polls before November 4th.
Ohio is hoping its early voting will prevent a repeat of this. Lines that lasted for more than 5 hours in places like Franklin County, which includes Columbus. Engineering professor Ted Allen was hired by the county to look at what went wrong.
We estimate that between 20 and 30,000 people were deterred from voting.
20 to 30,000 people who couldn't vote, and that's just in one county. Allen says lines were longest in urban areas, and as a result, African Americans on average had to wait half an hour longer than everyone else to vote. One big problem, not enough machines. The state has doubled the number from 2004.
The first thing the voter would do would be to vote on this page.
Touchscreen machines like these will be used in Franklin County for the first time in a presidential election. Ohio Secretary of State Jennifer Bruner, who inherited the machines, was so skeptical of them, she ordered backup paper ballots at polling places.
We have very poorly engineered systems that I know that there are some on the horizon that would be an improvement, but we're waiting on a very slow federal certification and testing process.
There's more emphasis on better training for poll workers.
If David's address or what he provides me with does not match what I have in here, that's not going to work.
We did a walkthrough of the early voting process using a paper ballot. State and local ballot measures make it lengthy.
In the time wait study we did, it takes about 7 to 9 minutes for the average person.
Okay.
Obviously, we've seen anywhere from maybe 3 minutes to an hour.
Crunching the numbers into simulations, Ted Allen says long ballots coupled with high turnout could be problematic.
Amazingly, it takes so much longer to vote with the new machines. We're predicting that there might be lines, and depending on the turnout, it might actually be worse than 2004.
Worse than 2004?
Possibly.
And Wolf, here in Franklin County, some people are being asked to vote on as many as 24 state races or ballot initiatives. County officials are saying they're encouraging people to look at a website of a sample ballot, but still there is record turnout expected on Election Day.
Wow.
Wolf?
Okay, we'll watch it with you. Mary's part of our Battleground coverage reporters. She and several others